friend to the end.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst decisions in the Child's Play franchise.
He made the funniest face when I drilled him. Did you see the steam when I sliced open his guts? I never felt so alive! Yeah, well, you've been alive for like 2 minutes.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most awful decisions by characters, which led to actions that typically got them in lots of trouble, or even killed. A spoiler alert is definitely in effect. Be honest, would you have made any of these decisions? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Burying Tommy, Child's Play 2.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
Shut up, you idiot!
Like to be hugged.
Chucky is actually a pretty smart villain. It helps distinguish him from the rest of the slashers. But he makes a really dumb move in Child's Play 2. The Simpsons have a good guy doll named Tommy, so Chucky plans on disposing of Tommy and replacing him with himself. Okay, smart. But he does so by smashing in Tommy's face with a figurine and burying him in the yard. Why?
Eat dirt, Tommy!
Couldn't he have just thrown Tommy in the trash or something? Making the plan even dumber is the fact that Chucky buries Tommy under the swing set. You know, where feet are constantly dragging against the ground. Not surprisingly, Kyle drags her feet across the soil, exposes Tommy, and completely foils Chucky's stupid plan. Number 9, getting mailed to Andy, Curse of Chucky.
Package for you.
Really?
Maybe you want something.
Must be my lucky day.
The 6th installment pulled a major twist on its viewers by reintroducing Andy Barclay, the protagonist of the original trilogy. Not only that, but he is once again played by Alex Vincent, who portrayed young Andy in the first 2 movies. A post-credits scene sees Chucky getting mailed to Andy, as he wishes to finish some unfinished business. But the movie ends in a surprisingly comedic fashion as Andy blows away Chucky with a shotgun.
Play with this.
Andy!
Well, getting mailed to Andy probably wasn't the wisest decision that Chucky ever made. This storyline is continued in Cult of Chucky, as Andy keeps the doll's deformed head inside his house.
Guess it's just me and you again tonight, pal.
Number 8, giving Chucky a haircut, Child's Play 3.
What the hell?
The third movie gives the franchise a change of scenery, transferring the action to a military school. And it's here that we meet Sergeant Botnick. Botnick is the resident barber, and for some really unsharp reason, he decides to give Chucky a haircut.
That haircut ain't regulation, soldier. When's the last time you had a trim?
He doesn't know that Chucky is alive, but this decision is still really silly and completely nonsensical. Why did he decide to buzz a doll's hair? Is there nothing better he could have been doing? It's basically nothing but an excuse to get another kill into the movie. The bizarre situation turns out exactly as predicted, as Chucky comes alive and turns Botnick's straight razor against him.
Boo!
Number 7, insulting Chucky, Bride of Chucky.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
The hell'd you get this thing?
Got it from the cops. It's the actual doll from those murders. I stitched them together.
If there's one thing you never want to do to Chucky, it's insult him. Unfortunately, Damien never got the chance to learn this lesson. The goth suitor of Tiffany, Damien spots Chucky while seducing Tiffany and immediately gets to work insulting him. He calls Chucky so 80s before insulting his lack of scare factor, punching him in the face and throwing him across the room.
You looking at punk? You looking at me?
He thinks he's joking around with an inanimate, out-of-date doll, when really he's ticking off a deranged killer. The final straw comes when Damien insults Chucky's, size. Fed up, Chucky turns his head and disposes of Damien while he's helplessly chained to the bed.
Ain't big enough to take care of a woman like you.
Number 6, David wanders into traffic, Bride of Chucky. Poor David. He gets the, distinction of not being killed by Chucky, but by a speeding truck. In fact, he's the second victim not directly killed by Chucky, following Cochran from Child's Play 3. discovers the stinky body of Warren in the back of the van and is subsequently accosted by Chucky and Tiffany.
David, come on, buddy, it's me. Come on, let's talk this over. I'm not your buddy.
Horrified at the concept of the two talking dolls wielding guns, David backs onto the freeway and is then practically disintegrated by a passing truck. We do understand that your reasoning power goes out the window when you're terrified, but that was an active freeway.
Help! Over here!
Nobody move!
Number 5. Rebuilding Chucky, Child's Play 2. It's not like Play Pals started to make good guy dolls again following the negative publicity. No, they decided to completely remake Chucky himself. What is the logic in that? Rather than just building a doll from scratch, they somehow managed to accrue Chucky's burnt remains, scrape away the crusty parts, and give him a new body. But what about all the blood in Karen's apartment? What about Chucky's beating heart, which Mike was forced to shoot at the end of the first movie? Did no one question why this doll had a human heart? Naturally, the crazy decision to rebuild Chucky doesn't end well, as he comes back and starts the mayhem all over again. Number 4. Going inside the garbage truck, Child's Play 3. Going into the belly of an active garbage truck is always going to be tricky, and the garbage man from Child's Play 3 is heroic, but ultimately doomed. He dumps Chucky into the truck, but then Chucky starts playing the victim by pleading for help.
Please, mister! Please, somebody!
Jesus.
What the fuck? Mister! Come in here!
Hold on! I'm coming!
Thinking that someone is actually in danger, the driver rushes out of the truck and dives in for a heroic rescue. There's just one problem. He didn't turn the truck off before valiantly throwing himself into the danger zone. Naturally, Chucky takes full advantage of this by evading the man, climbing into the front, and activating the hydraulics.
Oh my god! No, stop!
The garbage man meant well, but this turned out to be a truly terrible decision. Number 3. Disabling the safety protocols, Child's Play.
Buddy can connect to and control all of your Caslin products and smart home devices. He can be your personal DJ, help tidy up the house, control your entire smart hub system.
The 2019 reboot brought the franchise into the 21st century, complete with high-tech buddy dolls that are essentially walking Alexas. These dolls come equipped with various safety protocols, including, bizarrely, violence inhibitors. A disillusioned factory worker in Vietnam disables all of these protocols to throw dirt on the company, thereby creating the modern version of Chucky.
Why can't he just go away? I just want him gone. I just wish he would leave us alone.
Chucky's creation is a whirlwind of horrible decisions. Not only is Chucky's blood on the factory worker for disabling the protocols, but it's also on the Caslin Corporation for making a doll that requires violence inhibitors. Why are they naturally programmed to cause violence? Number 2. Getting under an active machine, Child's Play 2.
Terrific.
People really refuse to follow basic health and safety in these movies, and ignore basic common sense for that matter. Chucky takes Andy and Carl to the Good Guy factory and jams one of the machines with dolls. The responding technician decides to fix it by crawling under the active machine. He doesn't turn anything off, and he situates himself directly underneath a mechanism that installs eyeballs into dolls' heads. Did he not, even for a second, think about what could go wrong here? Naturally, Chucky pounces and the technician gets himself a new set of eyes.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Making a doll of yourself, Child's Play.
I didn't think anybody could hurt me. But last night I got shot. You know something?
It hurt.
In the very first film, Chucky arrives at Instructor John's house and inquires about reversing his spell. When John refuses to help Chucky, he whips out a doll of John and gets to work torturing him.
You know, I thought something like this might happen. That's why I prepared for it.
What are you talking about?
Your own personal mojo, Doc.
Let's just address a couple of things here. 1. Who makes a doll of themselves? Like Chucky says, that's just asking for trouble.
Shouldn't tell your customers where you hide things like this, John. Gets you in trouble every time.
2. Even if you do make a magical doll of yourself, don't reveal where you hide it. Seriously, what is the reasoning behind that? Chucky directly acknowledges John's stupidity, and we can confidently say that he's speaking for everyone.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.